Hello and good evening from Benilde-St. Margaret's. Bruce Homer along with Tom Whitlock, and tonight it's St. Louis Park Orioles against the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights, and senior night here for the Red Knights. Always fun for the parents when you get to senior night, but a little sad too at the same time. And you'll be going through that again here this year. So.
Well, the seasons go fast, and it's always a joy to watch your kids play sports. So I'm sure those parents are relishing this last home game for Benilde.
Well, maybe you can turn up our headsets a little bit. And starting lineups for the Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights will be senior lineup with Gabe Alada, the 6'3" senior, averaging 9 points. Joe Dunn, 6'5" senior, averaging 13. Riley Miller, 6'2" senior, averaging 13. Liam Dunn, the 6'2" senior, averaging 7. And Carter Uppus, the 6'6" senior, averaging 7 points per game. For the St. Louis Park Orioles, Aiden Doherty, 6'5" senior, averaging 14 points. Joey Whitlock, 5'10" senior, averaging 13 points. Kyrie Mayfield, 6-foot senior, averaging 19. Anthony Oden, 6'3" junior, averaging 3 points. And Anthony Rayson, 6'5" junior, averaging 7 points per game.
I think you hit the post there just perfectly.
I think they'll re-jump this one up again.
Well, it's nice to see Anthony Rayson. This is his first start, I think, of the year, and he's really been playing well. So it's nice to see him get rewarded with that.
Yeah, Coach Breitenbucher was saying he's really been pleased with the way he's been performing and feels that he really should have the opportunity to get in the starting lineup here. And he gets blocked.
by the masked Avenger there.
Right.
I think Carter broke his nose against St. Louis Park when we played last time. And that was only I think that was only a 4 or 6 point game. So these are pretty evenly matched teams.
And the Orioles coming in on a 3-game win streak, beating Richfield, Jefferson, and Kennedy. The Red Knights on a 3-game losing streak, Cooper, Chaska, and Jefferson.
I think Benilde's an interesting team because I think that was a very nice pass by Kyrie to hit Odens there, just couldn't finish. But Benilde's been kind of a streaky team that I watched them play Wayzata, and I think they beat Wayzata by almost 25, 30 points. And they shot the ball real well.
That's the guy the Orioles need to get going early, and that's Kyrie. But Rayson with the rebound. The shot didn't go, but it was a good position by Anthony Rayson for the rebound. Now here comes the Red Knights into the front court. Gabe Alada. Uppus. Cross-court pass. Miller.
And they'll be looking for Dunn. I think.
Yeah, Dunn missing that last shot, but the rebound was off the hands of Kyrie Mayfield. So Red Knights will get another chance here. Knotted up at 0 here, just underway. If you just joined us, Red Knights in the red uniform, St. Louis Park in the white. Dunn looks across court. Liam Ford with the basketball. Trying to penetrate in. Good defense by the Orioles right now. Take it in on Rayson, that's done. Misses the shot. Rayson with the rebound.
Those are the great things that Rayson can do for you. Is I think well, there's the speed of Kyrie getting to the hoop. But
that was a quick drive. That was he turned his motor into 4th gear that time.
But Anthony Rayson, I think, does not only what he's doing, but what he allows other people to do. I think by having him in the game, it allows Aiden Doherty to get out in space a little bit more and take advantage of his athleticism.
Liam Ford hits a 3 for the Red Knights. They now have the lead. Whitlock hits the 3.
It's going to be important for St. Louis Park to kind of match the intensity of Benilde. You know, senior night, they're going to want to come out with a lot of energy. So
last time these two teams played, it was a 2-point St. Louis Park win. Joey with the ball up top. Jump shot doesn't go, and the rebound taken down by Lotta.
I think Lotta just kind of got in front of Joey a little bit there where he had to adjust his shot a little bit.
Gabe penetrates down the lane. Foul called on the Orioles, their first foul of the game.
Fouls on Joey Whitlock, his first, team's first.
Foul on Whitlock. Dunn looks inside for Uppus. Now they work it around the perimeter. This is Ford. Cross court Lotta. Now three-pointer off the front of the rim. Good job by Aiden Doherty to keep that ball alive for the Orioles. And they'll have the basketball. They lead 5-3. Kyrie Mayfield.
I think that's something that Park has done really well in this little winning streak, and really all season. And that's the soft touch by Racing, but you know their ball movement has always been pretty good, and I think they really get a lot of nice shots when they're moving the ball.
You can see Anthony's like footwork and confidence just growing as the season goes on.
I know for a kid of his size, his footwork is really impressive, and it's a good thing for young kids to see to that kind of attention to his footwork. He's able to pivot really well down low to open himself up for shots, just like that.
Doherty picking up his first foul for the Orioles. The pass inside the lane, picked up. Here comes Whitlock, and he gets hit from behind. So
they just kind of got tangled up with Dunn there a little bit, where it was going to be tough to get a shot
right.
off. I think the other thing that's kind of impressed me with Park just in the last few games is their passing. Even Anthony Odens and Aiden Doherty have really done a nice job of finding open people, and they've been getting a lot of easy shots that way.
Well, if you want to see a player with a great defensive play right here, watch how quick Doherty just set up, got his feet set still, and drew the foul on Liam Ford. So
yeah, it pays to hustle back and get yourself in position. That was a nice play.
Many times players are moving a little bit and you don't get that charge call, but that was pretty evident. Grayson got that left-handed hook shot. It's the
I think the other nice thing this does, I think Luke Peterson has really played really well for this team this year. Just rebounding, and he's been able to convert shots. So him coming off the bench, I think, gives Coach Brighton Bucher a little more flexibility and a little more energy to go with Deshaun Emerson.
Turnover, Mayfield, spin move. And again, you see the height of the Red Knights causing problems inside for the Orioles. Another block shot. And now a foul called on the Red Knights.
Yeah, it's tough to get all the way to the basket against Red Knights just because they got size on us. I'd like to see our guards, instead of trying to get all the way to the basket, to pull up and hit kind of a little pull-up jumper to take that height away from Benilde.
So Deshaun Emerson comes into the game for the Orioles. Owens with a pair of free throws, and he'll take a seat on the bench. Luke Peterson will come in now, number 5.
All right, here come the high energy guys.
Nice. Little pressure put on in the backcourt. Uppus, Miller, inside Uppus. Pass across, trying to get Dunn to the basket, and he does.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Dunn and a good pass by Uppus to find him.
Or else have a couple more perimeter shooters here when you have Peterson and Whitlock in the game. Doherty, his shot didn't go. Peterson, good hustle, but he lost the basketball that time. I think they had Dunn underneath, didn't get it to him, but he gets the rebound and puts it in.
Yeah, this is a challenging lineup for St. Louis Park with Aiden Doherty is really the tallest kid out there, and between Uppus and Dunn, it makes it a challenge for St. Louis Park to match up.
Floater by Kyrie, good.
Boy, that's a tough shot. He's got a lot of weapons in his repertoire.
Coach Breitenbucher was saying that Benilde guards are a little more physical, so sometimes physical guards against St. Louis Park has caused a little bit of problems.
Yep, definitely.
Cut to the basket and call a jump ball.
That was a nice job, I think, by Joe, just to stand up straight, not reach for the ball. But you can see that's still a matchup problem for St. Louis Park.
Couple substitutions. Carson Jacobson in the game, number 22. Also Walker Johnson, number 42.
Nice job by Rayson to be active and get that tip there. I think his game has really grown as this year has gone on. And just his confidence. Oh, that was a nice little hook shot by Peterson.
Yeah, that was Nick Peterson's. Nice shot. Here comes the Red Knights into the front court. Miller. And Peterson, it's another one. Red Knights getting back in this game. Now it's 13-11.
I think St. Louis Park just got crossed up defensively. It didn't seem like anybody was there to guard him.
Deshaun driving to the basket. He draws the foul.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong move. He had Benilde out of position, and he just went strong to the basket.
They call the foul on Riley Miller. It's his first third-team foul for the Red Knights. St. Louis Park's been a good free throw shooting team this season.
They have been. Deshaun in particular has been, I don't want to jinx him. This happens every game, but. Yeah.
We did. So 2 misses, and the Red Knights with a chance now to tie it or take the lead. 13-11 is the score. Miller drives down the lane. Jump shot is good. So nice job by Riley, but the Orioles need to close in on that one.
Yeah, they're Benilde's getting into the paint, whether they're driving or getting it into their big men. St. Louis Park needs to do a better job of picking people up outside the lane.
Kyrie, nice drive.
Kyrie Mayfield with the layup.
He has that little stutter move.
Yeah. Yeah, he just, he knows how to kind of get people off balance and then take advantage of it.
Done with the screen. Miller's shot, not good. The rebound taken down by Johnson. Kyrie with the steal. Now the foul is going to be called on the Red Knights.
You can see the Red Knights just, continuing to try to get the ball in the paint and taking advantage of the size mismatch.
24, Dylan Drees now also in the game for the Red Knights. Red Knights going pretty deep on the bench.
Yeah, it seems like they play 10, 11 guys.
Also, Vincent Frickton, number 25, comes in. I'm going to run out of room on my score sheet. Doherty.
Just lost the handle a little bit.
You can see Doherty struggling against the height of the Red Knights.
You can see him kind of trying to search for an opening to get a shot off. And then Park likes to kind of swing it around and set Aiden up on the post like that.
Well, Kyrie Mayfield may get one of the shortest rests of a player.
Just enough to get a wet your whistle and get back in there.
Up this.
That was a nice.
Yep.
That was a nice, nice drive by Uppus and then to stick with it. I actually ran into Carter last night at the hockey game, and he's going to be playing basketball for St. Olaf.
Oh yes,
year.
okay. 6'6", senior. Dorial foul was called on Anthony Rayson, so that's his first foul.
Now that's true teamwork. He's got a Peterson holds the mask for him while he shoots, and then he helps it get back on after he shoots.
15-14. Joey Whitlock from outside, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by the Red Knights into the front court quickly. And the three launch, it's good. Dylan Drees gets the three for the Red Knights, and they now have the lead 17-15. Into the front court, Rayson.
Yeah, Drees has a really nice shot for a big guy. That's tough to block. Seems like the offensive flow for Park has changed.
Yeah, I think the defensive pressure has picked up a little bit for the Red Knights. They're moving their feet.
Yeah.
Nice cross-court pass. Rayson gets it back and second effort.
That was a nice block by Uppus, and a nice job of sticking with it with Rayson.
Now there's another one launched.
That almost hit the ceiling.
Brickton with the three. Peterson, shot doesn't go, up a rebound. The Red Knights now with their biggest lead of the game at 3 points. And a three put up by the Red Knights doesn't go. Racing with the rebound. Here comes Mayfield into the front court. Joey passed on that one. And Kyrie will draw the foul.
Kyrie puts a lot of pressure on defenses with his driving ability.
Fouls on Nick Peterson, his first, team's fifth.
Nick Peterson called for the foul. That's his first. 15 fouls, so Kyrie to the line. Kyrie has 6 points so far in this game, averages 19 on the season. Joe Dunn and Riley Miller back in the game now for the Red Knights.
Now this is something that St. Louis Park has done quite a bit this year, mixing up their defenses. They're in a little zone defense now. We'll see if that changes the. Oh, nice rebound by Joe over Dunn.
And Deshaun Emerson with the basket.
Deshaun Emerson scores in the quarter.
That was a really nice job by Deshaun just to attack his man straight to the hoop, and he had a nice soft finish with that.
Not sure what the call is here. Is it a delay a game or?
I think Joe Whitlock touched the ball after it went through the basket.
Okay. Orioles back up by 1. 3. Missed that time by Nick Peterson. And the rebound by the Orioles. Doherty. They work it inside. Rayson.
Oh, nice quick pass by Joe Whitlock to find Rayson.
Rayson with 8 in the game.
I think the one thing this press does is it opens up lots of three-point shots for Benilde. So I think if they need to
Rayson with the
cash
block
in on some of those opportunities.
Sorry, Tom. Nice block by Rayson on Dunn shot. And Mayfield with the shot doesn't go. Look at Emerson, the little guy in there, fighting for the basketball. Red Knights, oh, Emerson gets it back. And they're going to have to call a jump ball here. And Kyrie has some words with one of the players there.
I mean, there's a lot of guys fighting for that ball, but Emerson was right in the middle of it. And those are the kinds of passion plays that, I mean, inspire a team.
And that's the case where the referee's got to blow the whistle a little sooner on that one.
Yeah, I agree. It can get a little heated when they're all on the ground fighting for it.
Yeah, I mean, right here, there's no reason the whistle shouldn't have blown right away. And then so an alternate possession, St. Louis Park will get the basketball, and Uppus comes back in. Things are a little too easy for Rayson with.
They called an offensive foul on pushing off on Doherty. I didn't see it. Oh, he must have been trying to hook him to get position.
That's Doherty's second foul.
Yeah, I think they'll bring Odens in here to.
Red Knights trail by 3. Uppus passes out. Here's a three-pointer. Up and in.
That was a nice. Uppus really created the opening there by just that 2 dribble to attack the basket and collapse the defense to get an open 3.
Whitlock draws the foul. Almost got that one to go. On the other end, it was a great shot by Dylan Dries, and we'll take a look at this again. It's his second 3 of the first half.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful stroke, and it was nice that drive by Uppus and made Odin slide down, and it gave a wide open look for Dries.
Walker Johnson picked up that last foul, so 6 fouls for the Red Knights. St. Louis Park will be in the bonus moving forward.
Now they're in a man-to-man press. Sometimes they like to trap out of this press.
Miller, Uppus, get into the front court nicely. There's a 3, in and out. That was taken by Dylan Dries again. Kyrie Mayfield drives in, no call. Contact could have maybe gone either way, and I think Coach Moore would have liked to see a charge.
Yeah, that was another one where Kyrie got all the way to the basket, and if he's able to pull up, he might not run right into the defense like that. I'm I'm not so sure that was a charge. It seemed
No,
like they were
you
both
can see the feet were
moving
moving, right. Probably a good no call on that one. Just let them play.
Yep.
Good game so far, though. 25-23. Both teams playing hard.
Yeah, I feel like there's both teams have a lot of energy, and it seems like Park is really trying to push it off of every turnover, every rebound.
You know, I got here about 45 minutes, an hour before the game, and the players are playing on the court. And I'm like, God, they look small. And I'm like, and it was the sophomores playing. I'm like, oh my God, like this game must be starting in like an hour and a half. So I was thinking, I didn't get the notice that we're going to be playing at 8 o'clock, but they had canceled the JV game. So the sophomores played right before the varsity game, which you don't see happen too often.
No, I don't know if they've got some injuries on the JV team, but it sounded like Benilde was shorthanded.
But they sure have a big varsity roster.
Yeah. I think you want to get those kids playing time.
Good shot by Miller. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Orioles.
But it certainly seems like the Red Knights are taking a lot of three-pointers.
They're getting some rebounds underneath, too, though. Alotto will come back into the game. They'll replace Peterson. At halftime, we'll stay here for the senior ceremony. Shot missed by Johnson. Just in and out. Emerson saw a lane, and he'll draw the foul. Good job by Emerson to not get a charging call here, as you see how he was able to maneuver sideways a little bit, and otherwise, if he went straight in, that would have been a charging call, would have gone back the other way. So.
Yeah, it was very nice body control to move around the player, and he saw halfway down the court, he saw that opening and just went for it.
And he's back on track from the free throw line for missing his first 2 free throws. That last foul was called on number 24, Dylan Drees. His first 7th team foul for the Red Knights. St. Louis Park has 4 team fouls. Aiden Doherty has 2 of those.
All right, these last 4 minutes are important for both teams to finish the half strong.
Grayson trying to get the ball. It's on the floor. I think we're going to get a foul instead of a jump ball.
Grayson was just a little too aggressive going after that. Kind of stumbled over him.
Yeah, that's a second foul on Anthony Rayson, so be a decision now for Coach Breitenbucher here. Maybe not a decision, as he's got a player ready to check in.
Very nice play by Liam Ford. It was a nice cut away from the basket to get himself open, and then a nice pivot and finish over Joe. Those two played grade school football together for about 4 years, so they know each other well.
Kyrie's looking over at the officials, but I don't think anyone touched that one. Just that one just missed everything. And Kyrie trying to catch his breath here. He's played a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
Here's a chance to take the lead for the Red Knights, and they do. Walker Johnson with the 3. We're seeing a few runs here in this game. Emerson takes it in, and a foul, so he'll go back to the line.
Emerson has been very aggressive tonight.
You know, you got some height out there, but he doesn't seem to care about that. He's just going to take it through.
He's got that bulldog mentality. You know, and he's a kid that really did not get a lot of playing time last year. And for him to come in and play like he has this year is really, I mean, it's a good message to all the kids who play that even though you might not get varsity time, you know, just to keep working, and then when you get your moment, make the most of it.
Well, Dylan Grease comes back into the game, the 6'8" junior. Second free throw not good. We're tied up at 28. Miller gets it into the front court. Ball is tipped inside. Turnarounder is good. Liam Ford. He has 7 in the game.
Whoop.
Not a good pass that time by the Orioles.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Alada.
Little stutter step there.
Right.
Like.
So traveling called on the Red Knights here. 2:25 remaining in the first half. 30-28 Red Knights lead. Whitlock just a little bit
That was a deep
short
one
on that one. That was a long three. Alada with quick penetration of the basket. So Alada with his first 2 points of the game, and it's a 4-point Red Knight lead.
Yeah, I think St. Louis Park, they've had a lot of quick possessions, and you know, I think when they're at their best when they're moving the ball around, they're a little bit more patient.
You can see without Anthony Racing in there, it's a little different inside. And Alada, another turnover.
Yeah, you can see a lot of kids breathing heavy.
Including the guy bringing up the ball, Kyrie Mayfield.
I'm not sure if...
It's a little bit shorter team in here when you don't have Doherty or Racing in here.
Yeah, it's a whole different look. I mean, St. Louis Park really needs to rely on their speed with these smaller lineups.
Or showing some patience here.
I don't know if they can... very difficult for a team to...
And you can see Coach Moore not happy with Alada, and he's going to come out of the game.
Yeah, got a little too tight there.
They sent Joey Whitlock to the line, 2 for 2 so far. 9th foul on the Red Knights. This is the front end of the 1-and-1. And let's see if the Red Knights select to go for one shot here as they lead by 4. Well, we're going to get a jump ball, so Orioles will have another shot here. I'm surprised they didn't pull that one out.
Yeah, I think he felt like his man was out of position and he wanted to attack the basket. Well, they're checking whose possession it really is. Well, it's been a very competitive game so far. These teams are both playing hard. You know, I think the key is going to be for St. Louis Park to continue to be patient and not get caught up in the emotion of the senior night for Benilde.
So Mayfield comes up for the Orioles, 31 seconds left.
Now Benilde's moved into that diamond press. Just a game of catch between Kyrie and Joe, looks like. Well, now they got 10 seconds left. We'll see if they...
give it to Kyrie with 7 seconds. Out to Whitlock. His shot, not good. The follow-up is good.
Nice play by Peterson to stick with it.
And again, it was a tough shot from Joey because of where he had to catch that basketball and get in position. But what a great heads-up play by Luke Peterson. Those are the kind of plays that can, even though you're trailing at halftime, can give you a little momentum when you go back to the locker room. So.
Yeah, I think that it was nice to finish the half because they were a little quiet there at the end of the half. So.
Tom, you may know some of the seniors here.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of these. Again, a lot of these kids, St. Louis Park and Benilde, grew up together. And I know Liam Ford played football with Aiden Doherty and Joe Whitlock. I know there's Carter Uppus is another kid that Gabe Alata. All kids that both teams have played together. I'm not sure, and Joe Dunn used to play traveling basketball for Edina with Anders Nelson, and so these teams, a lot of these kids have played against each other for years and years.
And some of these players, it's, you've seen their brothers, come through the program a couple years earlier too.
Yeah, Dries. Yeah, it's an emotional night for those parents that have put hours of time and taking these kids to practices and to games, and it's moving on to the next stage of their life.
We would now like to take a couple moments to thank our seniors and their parents for all their hard work and dedication to the program. First, Tommy Crone and parents Mary and Jim.
Tommy Crone. Parents Mary and Jim.
Well, you got a lot of details there.
Yeah, it's just I didn't bring my glasses to read some of the.
I got to take mine off to read. Well, this is Gabe Alata.
Teresa and Michael are his parents.
He played football for Benilde and had some really very nice games. Unfortunately, he had a very nice game against St. Louis Park where he caught, I'm not sure, caught a few touchdowns against us.
So Carson Jacobson, along with parents Wendy and David, played 2 years of varsity. 6 games last year, 7 so far this year.
Joe Dunn, he's a kid who's had a really nice career and a nice senior season. Just a really consistent player, consistent scorer.
He's been around for a while. He's played since 2014 season. First year averaging 2 points, then up to 6 and 8, and then 13.
Yeah, it's nice to see there's a lot of alumni, a lot of Benilde basketball alumni here. Eli Cave is here to wish the seniors well.
That was Vincent Frickton with his parents, Delia and James. Riley Miller, along with Kathy and Brian.
I think he's played a really nice, he's had a nice season too. Very consistent player.
Yeah, you can see how much he's improved from last year.
Liam Ford he's a kid I coached in football when he was younger. Just a great family and a great kid. I know he's a very good football player, and I'm not sure if he's made a decision yet, but I think he wants to play football in college. His mom, Kate and Jess, mom and dad.
Carter Uppus and parents Sonia and Robert.
And here comes the mask.
Carter
wanted me to call him the Masked Menace. That's what he told me last night.
Sonia and Robert as parents. He mentions they play basketball next season at St. Olaf's.
Yeah.
Is that Katie Hansen? Parents Joyce and Tom.
Manager Olivia Ingstrom and parents Michelle and John.
Another manager, Olivia Ingstrom.
Very nice.
Her parents Michelle and John.
Aaron Lurch and parents Janet and
So
Steve.
Aaron Lurch, her parents Janet and Steve.
This team's got a lot of support. They got 3 managers.
3 managers, a lot of seniors, and
Yeah.
One more round of
I
applause
want
for
to
the seniors.
congratulate all the seniors and, of course, wish them the best of luck on their future endeavors. And we got another half here from St. Louis Park, so stay with us. Our score, the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knights 32, the St. Louis Park Orioles 30.
You're always trying to keep your kids safe, right? What about preventing concussion? Concussion can happen anywhere, on a sports field, at the park, even at home. So you need to know the ABCs. Assess the situation, be alert for signs and symptoms, and contact a healthcare professional. Most kids recover completely, but seek care to help them get better faster. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. Keep kids safe. It's as simple as ABC.
Welcome back for the second half, 32-30, the Red Knights lead. Bruce Holman along with Tom Whitlock as we get ready to start the second half. Leading scorer for the St. Louis Park Orioles is Kyrie Mayfield and Anthony Rayson, both having 8 points. Top scorer for the Red Knights is Liam Ford with 7 points. Good first half, a lot of lead changes. We'll see what happens here as the coaches, see what the coaches plan differently here in the second half.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the adjustments are, because I think
That ball just
nice.
rolls out. Uppus with the rebound, batted up, and now finally into the hands of Kyrie Mayfield.
yeah, I think you're exactly right. The adjustments in the second half are going to be. Whoop. Joe just slipped off his hands there. But I think for Park, it's going to be being patient on offense and waiting for really good shots. And then for I think Benilde was at their best when they were getting the ball in the paint to Dunn and Uppus and taking advantage of their height.
Well, they may want to do that as well with a couple Orioles with a couple fouls if you can get them out of the game. We saw how Benilde did better when Rayson and Doherty were out of the game. And they're both back in here to start the second half. Rayson takes it along the baseline, finishes.
Anthony Rayson scores on the layup.
I mean, I think that's one of the challenges that Park has had all year is that their height and being able to get easy baskets like that and to have a presence defensively, getting rebounds. So the emergence of Rayson has really, I think, given them a lot of confidence about what they can do just to end the season, but also in the postseason.
See if they try to get the ball to Dunn inside. Seeing more patience here by the Red Knights. Inside Uppus. Passes across. Now outside. Miller and a foul on the Orioles.
Got a little hand on him.
Fouls on Kyrie Mayfield, his first, team's first.
First foul on Kyrie Mayfield. Knotted at 32, 15:48 to go here in the second half.
I think the other thing is this is a really interesting matchup with Rayson and Doherty against Uppus and Dunn, and who kind of stays out of foul trouble. and who's able to convert. Oh, nice play by Joe to steal it from Dunn when he put it on the floor.
Yeah, a little bit of a double team. Joey missing the shot.
Yeah,
here comes Red Knights back up the court quickly. Here's Alada on Rayson.
Oh, that was a nice play by Alada. Yeah, they really need to get Joe Whitlock going.
Rayson tries to take it inside. And a hook shot is good. Well, that's going to be a tough one to defend if he gets that one down.
Boy, he's got that soft left hand.
Anthony Rayson with 12 points in this game. Ford.
Nice cut by Ford and a nice soft shot there.
Nine points in the game for Ford. Leading scorer for the Red Knights as Whitlock draws the foul.
The nice cut by Joe off the ball to draw the foul.
Yep, a lot of picking up the foul. That's his second foul of the game. Rayson takes it to the basket. Hook shot doesn't go. Kyrie couldn't get the rebound. Miller got it before he did.
Even though he didn't convert that, that was an impressive drive from outside the three-point arc by Rayson to show that he's not just a post-up guy.
You can see they're working to get it inside, and they do this time. Riley Miller, shot won't go. What a great rebound by Emerson.
But that was a good job by Miller to back his player down and, oh, nice play.
And what a great play by Ford.
But I think this is,
Rayson comes back.
They look up, they can see Kyrie. I think that's kind of where St. Louis Park bogged down in the first half, is that they had these possessions where there weren't many passes, and they were, you know, just like that. That was about a 6-second possession where they're not moving the ball around. Nice play. That was a tough call for Dunn, but a nice play by Doherty to, again, hustle back and get in position.
It took a while for that call to come.
Could have been a no call, but I think once Doherty hit the floor, got to be a good salesman, right?
Right. 36-34, Red Knights with a 2-point lead. That foul on Dunn was his first. Kyrie to the basket. Stuffed by Uppus.
Nice play by Uppus, just to let Kyrie come to him.
I think Kyrie's getting a little frustrated. Seems like maybe now.
That's just a good play by Uppus, I think.
Right.
That's why I think if St. Louis Park can start hitting some jump shots, it'll open things up for them.
Tip.
It's just these kids are just competing on every possession, aren't they?
You can see the defense and how much intensity, how hard they're playing. Riley Miller with the three, but two Red Knights there for the rebound, and now it's Walker Johnson hitting a three, his second three of the game. Where does it like to get Doherty going?
You can see Doherty was frustrated with the offensive movement there. Or lack of movement. This is an important time for Park, down 5 points.
I think Rayson's going to probably need a breather here pretty soon too. So.
Yeah.
Red Knights foul.
I think that was in the first half. Park was really taking the ball to the basket, and they got in the bonus early, so it'll be interesting to see if they keep attacking the basket and drawing fouls.
That was a third foul on Walker Johnson. Kyrie's shot in and out. Emerson tried to get the rebound, but a great job by Riley Miller coming down with it.
That was a nice look for Kyrie. It just didn't go down for him.
5-point lead for the Red Knights. Getting up to could be their biggest lead of the game. Done.
Yeah, you can see Rayson's getting a little tired there.
Rayson.
Doherty's frustrated. He got called for a push on the, I think the basket's good though.
That was on Aiden Doherty, his third. Second.
And St. Louis Park's going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, I think this is a good timeout by Coach Brighton Bucher. I think just to settle him down a little bit. A lot of time left.
A couple big upcoming games for the St. Louis Park Orioles as they play Cooper on Tuesday, February 27th at Cooper, and then at home against Chanhassen to close the season. And implications that those could have is Cooper is 10-2 in conference, St. Louis Park 8-3. And so this is a big game for St. Louis Park here. If they were to win this game and be 9-3, then that Cooper game becomes that much more important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, St. Louis Park has worked hard to put themselves in this position, and I know they're really looking forward to that Cooper game, and they can't lose sight of this game.
Right now, the way St. Louis Park sits, it looks like they could be seated third in the section.
Yeah, the sections is going to be interesting. That without Cooper in the section this year, it really, I mean, it does look like, you know, if they can get by the Minneapolis teams, that they're going to find themselves playing Wayzata in the semifinal. And they lost in double overtime to Wayzata earlier, so I know they're looking forward to that.
Doherty trying to get his first basket. Gets the
Doherty's
rebound.
really working hard.
And now I'll call a timeout.
It's kind of like it's a heavyweight tilt between Dunn and Uppus and Rayson and Doherty. But I think the other thing on the conference play against Cooper is important because Cooper's final game is against Chaska.
Right.
And they had Cooper went into Chaska and I think beat him by 15 or something like that, which was a shock. So this last week of hoops should be fun if Park can get by Benilde.
Whoever did the scheduling did it right because it's coming down to the final week. So and you can see Cooper, Chaska, St. Louis Park, and Jefferson as the top 4 teams.
Yeah, I think it's been a really great conference this year. I think from Benilde on up. I mean, any given night those teams can beat each other. As we saw Chanhassen beating Park and Benilde beating Cooper.
Right.
All right, well, let's see what Coach Brighton Bucher dialed up here and see if Park can get some momentum back.
Kyrie has yet to score here in the second half. 41-36. Doherty to the basket, and he gets.
Oh boy, that was a nice finish by Doherty. Soft finish.
Yeah, he was quite a ways from the basket. It's not your traditional layup. He didn't quite get up there, but he made a nice finish on that one.
That actually kind of reminded me of Michael Howard. Michael Howard had a lot of kind of layups like that were a little further away.
With the long arms. St. Louis Park will get the ball back here, trailing by 3. see they do a great job on Mayfield.
Yeah, now it's, oh, that was a good look for Houts. I was surprised he didn't shoot that. Now it's going to be important for Park just to continue to be patient here and wait for that good look.
Now they reverse it to the other side. Here's a three. In and out. Rayson batted it into the hands of Peterson. We haven't seen Uppus do is really spin to the basket.
Yeah, it seems like there's an opportunity there for him to do that. You know, he's posting up and he looks like he's calling for the ball.
Now he's going to take it. Oh, Rayson, what a block.
It was a nice drive. But Uppus likes facing the hoop, I think, which allows him to drive. But wow, what a athletic play by Rayson to come and block that without picking up a foul.
Mayfield high off. Oh, and Emerson, he didn't get it to go. So nice. Two balls that just rolled right off the rim for the Orioles. Still a 3-point lead for the Red Knights. Good job by the Orioles to get back quickly.
Oh, nice.
Inside.
Very nice pass by Peterson to Dunn.
Back to a 5-point game. Mayfield cross court. Three off the mark. Orioles not hitting any threes in this game. You see how fast the Red Knights.
A really nice outlet pass by Peterson. Or Miller, excuse me.
Big lead now. They've opened up a 7-point lead. Doherty, and he hits it from outside. So it's a 2-pointer by Doherty as his foot was on the line.
I'm not sure what how many 3-pointers Park has hit, but it might just be one.
Yeah, Joey had the only 3 for the Orioles.
You know, I think that's another thing to look for here down the stretch if St. Louis Park can.
There's a foul on Rayson, his third.
Start getting some of those shots to fall down.
Fouls on Anthony Rayson, his third, team's third.
Yeah, I think that's sometimes Rayson gets a little too aggressive, and I think when during the Kennedy game, I think he had four fouls, and you can pile up fouls quick when you're that aggressive.
Miller with the first of 2.
See, Drees coming back in, so it's going to be important for Park to locate him and limit his ability to shoot 3-pointers.
Again, it's hard to block a guy who's as tall as he is. When you have that height and you can hit the threes, that's a big advantage.
I think every coach would like a kid that tall who can shoot threes.
Uppus will take a seat on the bench, get a little breather here. Rayson out with 3 fouls.
Yeah, Peterson and Whitlock are back in.
Whitlock, this is a shot, out of bounds. Red Knights ball.
You can see Park is just a little frustrated. They feel like they saw it from Doherty and also Whitlock, feeling like there's contact and there's no call. So they got to figure out how to fight through that and keep playing. And it feels like St. Louis Park is pressing a little bit. You know, it's just a 7-point game. But you can see both Doherty and Whitlock were taking quick shots.
The shot by Drees didn't go. Foul.
Looked like Peterson hurt his shoulder a little bit.
Fouls on Nick Peterson, his first, team's
Fourth team foul. Foul number 2 on Nick Peterson. 47-40, Red Knights lead. St. Louis Park trying to get back in this game here. Emerson, Whitlock, now Mayfield. Doherty drives in and called for traveling. As you can see, the defense is frustrated the Orioles.
Yeah. I think that the Orioles are so good at ball movement. I'd like to just to see them get back to moving that ball. Lots of time left here.
Red Knights doing a good job taking care of the basketball. There's a 3 off the mark, but they get the rebound.
Nice,
Ford.
nice rebound by Ford.
fouls on Sean Emerson, his first, team's fourth.
Fourth team foul for the Orioles. Spin move, Riley Miller back out. Here's a 3, and it's good. Liam Ford. 12 points for Ford.
You see
And the
Ford
Red
is
Knights
fired up.
on senior night have opened up their biggest lead of the game at 10 points.
And you get Ford, you know, he's an interesting kid. I watched the Wayzata game. I think he scored 26 against Wayzata. And I think he averages less than 5 points a game. But he can get hot. I mean, he's a good three-point shooter, especially when he's squared up like that. They drove it in the lane and then kicked it out to him, and it was just a nice squared-up 3.
Playing really hard in this game. He's got 12 points, having a good game. Upcoming games for the Red Knights, they are at so this is their last home game, so their next 2 games are on the road. Chanhassen and Richfield. So Chanhassen on Tuesday the 27th and Friday March 2nd at Richfield.
And that'll be at Chanhassen's a tough place to play. They've got some nice shooters on that team, and they have one of those big cavernous gyms that just kind of sucks the energy out. There's not a lot of people there, and it's pretty quiet. It's a dangerous game for Benilde.
And the Red Knights trying to get a little revenge on St. Louis Park after a hockey loss last night.
I think so. That is definitely, I think, on these kids' mind. That was a heartbreaker loss for Benilde last night.
And again, that was in the section. Is it the quarterfinal?
I think it was. Yep, quarterfinal. Yeah. Orioles play Edina tomorrow night.
7 o'clock game.
But you know, it's kind of the inner city rivalry. That was a big win for St. Louis Park, and there's a lot of these basketball players that were there watching that game, so I'm sure they want a little revenge.
Doherty.
Let's see if Doherty can get a shot here.
And Dries will get called for the foul. Number 2 on Dylan.
Fouls on Dylan Dries, his second, team's fifth.
I'll get a foul.
Yeah, Ford kind of ran through Liam, or ran through Aiden. That's the football player in him.
Foul number 6 on the Red Knights. One more, Orioles will be in the bonus. Long pass. Whitlock catches up with it.
You can hear Coach Breitenbucher encouraging these guys to continue to move the ball.
You know, Emerson almost got that rebound, and was ready to bring Rayson back into the game. Catching up with that ball was Ford. Scramble for the ball. Red Knights have it, and the basket by Peterson. Great hustle by the Red Knights that time.
Two nice hustle plays. You know, Emerson got in the way to get the steal, and guys were fighting for it, and Benilde just stuck with it. And, oh, tough shot by Kyrie.
Orioles needed that. They've gone quite a while without scoring.
I think the other thing is St. Louis Park needs to begin to ramp the pressure up a little bit, I think, and try to get turnovers.
That's what's so tough. And look, here's a three in and out. Kyrie going up for the rebound. Emerson gets it.
Whoa, Emerson, wow.
Kyrie.
Oh.
Whitlock.
Boy, Joe's just not
going
down
just not
for
going
him.
down today.
And they're gonna need it in the last 3.5 minutes.
Fouls on Joey Whitlock, his second, team's fifth.
It's been a pretty cleanly played game.
It really is. Coach Moore's done a great job with the substituting in this game.
Yeah, Benilde just seems a little more fresh.
Aside from racing, it really has looked like St. Louis Park has struggled to find someone who can put the ball in the hoop. Now, Kyrie does have some points, but he's had to work for everything.
Yeah, he's made some very difficult shots.
Doherty could get called for a foul there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough when Dries puts it up in the air. It's tough to get a hand on that ball.
So Aiden picks up his fourth foul. He'll come out with 3 minutes to go. The Red Knights, very disciplined team. They're going to be hard to get the ball from. St. Louis Park, as you mentioned, they're going to have to ramp up the pressure and try and force the Red Knights into some turnovers. They're wide open underneath.
I was just going to say that they're going to have to take some risks, and that's going to leave open. If Benilde's patient enough, that's going to leave open shots like that.
Kyrie, basket and a foul. So Liam Ford picks up his third foul, 7th team foul for the Red Knights.
Oh,
lane violation.
Sean Emerson just tried to sneak in there a little early.
So they'll take that one off. Orioles pressing, but Red Knights get into the front court real easily. Down to 2:19. Maybe to the point where St. Louis Park is going to have to foul to get back, have an opportunity to get in this game.
Yeah, I think so. They're just having a hard. You can tell they're winded and having a hard time sticking with Benilde.
Now we're going to get a push on the Orioles.
It's a scrum.
Yeah. One that could have gone either way, but that one will go the Red Knights' way.
Yeah, there could have been a foul on Ford on Racing, and then Deshaun just a little unfortunate. You just see a lot of the St. Louis Park kids kind of shaking their head.
.13 in the game for Ford.
He's had a really nice game today.
the Orioles going with a few more three-point shooters out there as they race and takes a seat on the bench. Kyrie, foul. John Moore didn't like that call.
Well, it looked like a good block by Dries. Maybe he got him with the body. I think the other kid that's shown a lot of heart today is Nick Peterson. It seems like he's been in the middle of a lot of plays. You know, he had a really nice outlet pass. He's doing the little things for this team.
You see him cut to the open spot a couple times. He's got 8 points.
Bringing Emerson back in for offense,
yeah,
or for defense.
Thought they'd maybe get racing closer to the basket to get a rebound, but no need.
All right, we'll see if St. Louis Park can deny the basketball here.
Oh, they're going to make racing come back in. Nine-point Red Knight lead. Dries. You can see they're just going to pull it back out. Oh, Dries spins to the basket. And the Red Knights.
Oh, nice ball movement.
Yeah. Great crisp passes. Miller doesn't get it to go. Emerson.
Emerson just was not watching what he was doing.
Big steal for. Every time they steal the ball, then it makes the Orioles have to work that much harder on defense.
I mean, that was a great ball. I mean, that was a nice defensive play to get the rebound. Got to know where you are on the floor, though. That was an opportunity to get a little closer.
Oh, sure. You know, and that one basket can change the momentum a little bit, and then it becomes a free throw shooting game. And if Benilde doesn't hit the free throws, Orioles have a chance to get back in. And we saw that sort of with the Gophers against Iowa this week. And,
yeah.
You know, it's about a 10-point game with about 45, 50 seconds to go. And Iowa really had a chance to, if the Gophers got called for 5 seconds at the end there, then Iowa could have tied that game. So.
Yeah, especially after losing to Wisconsin the way they did, you know, snatching defeat from victory.
Right.
That would have been a tough one to lose. Well, let's see if they can get a quick turnover, or they're going to have to foul. Yeah.
Red Knights seniors trying to finish their last home game with a victory as they will send Miller to the line. Riley 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 points in this game. He averages 13 on the season.
I think Benilde has done a nice job. I know it's been a frustrating night for Doherty and Whitlock that they just haven't been able to get any momentum going.
Right. I mean, typically, you know, throughout the season, it's been really the three. It's been Doherty, Whitlock, and Mayfield, and they really got a big contribution from Race in this game.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate that a couple guys have gone cold.
Yeah.
That happens, though. And
yeah, and it's going to be important for St. Louis Park if they can't come back here to finish strong and and get themselves ready for sections.
Kyrie working hard, trying to draw the fouls. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. Liam Ford picking up his 4th foul. Down to 56 seconds remaining. $15 points in the game for Kyrie Mayfield. Back to a 9-point game. We're trying to foul, and took a while to call a foul. They almost got the steal because they didn't call the foul.
Fouls on Joey Whitlock, his 3rd, team's 10.
So Whitlock picks up his 3rd, and Nick Peterson to the line. Red Knights,
they're making
doing a good job making free throws in this game. Yeah, they've only missed 1, or maybe 2 in the game. Nick with his 10th point. Good night for Nick Peterson.
Yeah, he's had a nice game.
They push it back up to 11-point game. Kyrie, and we get a foul. That's what Coach Moore does not want. Stops the clock.
That's it for Ford. He had a nice game.
So Liam Ford will check out of the game as he fouls out. 13 points tonight for Liam Ford. Eight for 8 from the free throw line, Kyrie Mayfield. Got a foul. 10 team fouls for the Orioles. Well, we have Kyrie Mayfield down on the.
Yeah, it looked like I'd like to see a replay on that. It looked like I don't know if it was done or he had to kind of jump over somebody who kind of fell into him. I think he just came down a little funny. No, they're just kind of talking to him, so I'm not sure.
Oh, you see him pointing a little bit to his right leg.
Well, hopefully it's not
right
anything significant because they're going to need him the rest of the year.
Yeah, when you see something like that, the coach is like, well, we'd rather take the loss here and just get on to, have Kyrie healthy.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get him up here. Kyrie went down 4 or 5 games ago where he came down really hard on his ankle and ended up working that one off and getting back in the game. He's a tough guy. We hope it's nothing too bad.
Boy, they're being extra careful.
Right. Anytime you see that, like knee like that, you just like cringe and hope it's nothing.
Yeah.
You're hoping it's not a ligament. Done with the free throw.
See, Keyshawn Howard is in for Kyrie. Keyshawn actually got a fair amount of playing time against Kennedy. Oh, Kyrie looks like he's moving a little bit better. But I thought he played really well against Kennedy.
There's a three by Whitlock.
Joey Whitlock hits the three-pointer.
That's what Joey needs.
Yeah,
a little bit of confidence.
A little late.
It's a little late, but
yeah.
it's
hopefully going into the next game. I
mean,
even though they won't be playing for what they want to against Cooper, I mean there's a rivalry there that Park is going to want to win that game and play hard, and they're going to need Joe the rest of the way shooting like that. It just opens things up for Doherty and the big guys when you got a three-point shooter. You know, also they need contributions from Jacob Houts and Luke Peterson. All three of those guys can hit shots.
We haven't seen those guys hitting many threes as they did, earlier on in the season where they could rely on those guys to come in.
Yeah, Houts had some games where I think he had 15, 18 points. Park Center, I think he had 5 3-pointers. It'd be nice to see him. And I think obviously teams start to see that, and the defense gets better and better as the year goes on. But they're going to need some three-point shooting, especially when they face teams like Wayzata. They're going to shoot the three.
Howard's trying to foul, no call. John gets fouled. That Cooper game, the last time they played at St. Louis Park, Park came away with a nice win against Cooper, and a little bit of a scruffle happened at the end of the game, and I think that could be a really interesting game to watch.
Yeah, it's interesting. I had a conversation with Coach Breitenbucher about that, and it sounded like Chaska had a similar scuffle.
Oh, really?
So these are two interesting games for Cooper to finish the season, because I think all these teams are going to be excited to play each other.
So this is what you don't want to do if you're Benilde, is foul and let St. Louis Park score with the clock stopped, and then they did again here. St. Louis Park, if they hit the free throws, could still be in this game. Be a tough hill to climb, but
yeah, it happens.
Two shots. Yeah, Deshaun made his first two, or missed his first two, made his next three, and then missed his last two. So he's got a tough
get on a new streak here.
Eight-point game. Orioles trap.
Good timeout by Benilde. I think Miller felt like he didn't have many options there.
Neither team, both teams fighting to the end here. And www.parktv.org. Hope you enjoyed us bringing you games this season. It's been fun. Been doing this for a few years. So. Next year will be 40 for Park TV.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, it is such a great service to the community to, especially for these kids to be able to be sitting at home and see themselves on TV, and you saying nice things about them.
Hopefully. No, it's been so much fun to watch the kids, and it's actually interesting because now you're starting to see, the parents who used to play for Park now, as parents and their kids playing, and makes it sort of fun once in a while when you see a player and you go, do I remember that name? And
yeah, right.
I'm old if it's a grandparent to me, but
we won't say anything.
Yeah, exactly. Long pass. Missed shot.
Oh.
Orioles need a three, though. Let's see. Emerson tries to take it up himself. Now they pass it out. Here's a three off the mark. Whitlock will go out. take another three. Can't get it to go, and the story's going to
boy,
run out of time.
Those are two good looks.
Yep.
Well, a nice night for those Benilde seniors to finish with a win against your inner city rival.
So the Red Knights,
Final score is
even their record at 12-12, so that's sort of a little monumental win for them too, because they can now maybe finish the season above 500.
Yeah, I think it's this is a nice win for Benilde heading into the end of the year, and I think they have a couple winnable games to finish, and I'm not sure what their section looks like, but it's nice, always good to build momentum as you get to the end of the year. And for Park, I think it's going to be kind of regrouping, and you got a tough game against Cooper coming up, and I think if they can rally to play a good game there, they're going to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
You know, I think for John Moore, it's big because they were coming off a 3-game losing streak and trying to get something good, positive going before they get to the sections. And the St. Louis Park Orioles, Coach Breitenbucher has to be a little bit disappointed because he felt like the Orioles were in the right direction, and he was excited for this game to see how they do, and thought that maybe we're peaking at the right time. We've got Racing starting to play better, you know, basketball, and again, but got to give the Red Knights a lot of credit tonight. They came out, played well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is a disappointing game for Benilde, or for St. Louis Park, because they were looking forward to having that meaningful game against Cooper, and I think this kind of happened when they played Chanhassen, that they were looking forward to playing Chaska.
Right.
And Benilde played a great game, so a great day for those seniors, you know, there's more games to be played.
So again, we want to wish the seniors for the Red Knights the best of luck as they move on, but again, they still have a couple games left to finish the season. So again, we want to thank everyone for joining us here. On behalf of Tom Whitlock, I'm Bruce Overend saying so long. The final score, Benilde St. Margaret 62, the St. Louis Park Orioles 54.